What is going on, guys? This is TheLostYeti here, and today for our itch.io series, we're going to be checking out Sacrifices Must Be Made by Daniel Mullins. This was created for Ludum Dare 43, and we're going to hop right into it, and I will explain how this game is a little bit of a twist to our normal series. Now, normally I like to kind of just see whatever's on the top of the page, see what interests me, check it out, see if it's decent, and if it's decent, then share it with you. But this one actually is here to essentially highlight the precursor to a much more popular game. So I think at this point, and I'm just kind of glazing over the tutorial here. I've actually played this game before, but this game was a precursor to Inscription, which I believe you may or may not be slightly more familiar with, and it follows a nearly identical premise. But this game is totally for free for anyone who wants to check it out on itch.io. So I will link to it in the description if you want to check it out. I obviously don't know the creator. The creator is doing much bigger and better things now. But I think it's very interesting to actually look at this prototype, essentially. It's a prototype game. And have some fun with it. And just show that there are very cool things that come out on itch.io all the time. And, I mean, frankly, hey, this is one of them. So what's neat is, and I've played through it a little bit, is the starter hands all start the same, but what you get between turns, it kind of varies. So, you know, I've had some better rounds, and I've had some definitely worse rounds here. So if you actually want to play it for yourself, just because there is a certain amount of replay value, I would highly recommend that you do, because it's kind of interesting in that respect that you can, you know, mess around and do what you want to do and have some hands where the game absolutely kicks your butt. Okay, we now have a Stot. The Stot is going to go in, and we're going to attack twice. And the aim of the game here is just to have this scale touch the table. That means you win. And as you saw, we just won there. This gentleman up here is kind of telling the story of what's going on. And these are our cards. And essentially the way that this game works is you have your attack, you have your health, and then you have your summon, which is the blood here. So you need to sacrifice to get it out there. So first, we got to get our squirrel out. But now the cat has a special ability. See this little thing? That's a special ability. What its special ability is, and I'm going to place it down here, is it allows me to sacrifice it without killing it. So now I have all of my cards on the playing field. Attack twice, do 2 damage, and I'm so much closer to actually proceeding. And then now you can see the Raven has another special ability. Special ability of this is to attack over whatever this guy is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 1, 2, kill that Stoat, bring in the Raven. The Raven will attack for 2, and I will deal now a little bit more damage and do enough damage to just win the round. Then you can choose to add different cards to your deck. We have the Beehive, we have the Warren. I've played enough to know I can only take one of these cards, and they work slightly differently. I like the Warren, so I'm going to go with that. Both of them summon more animals, basically, when they get attacked. If you win the final round, I will feed you. The game, if you play all the way through and don't make any mistakes, only really takes 10 minutes. But I tend to struggle, especially on this round and the following. So let's see if we can get this right, now that we kind of got in a bit of a rhythm state. And all I'm going to do is kill off my 2 squirrels to summon Stoats, because they at least deal damage and progress me towards my goal. Now he's going to take out that Stoat relatively quickly. So what I'm going to do is beat him to it to get more rabbits on the field. And then end my turn. It would have been better to have the Warren not on a 2 attack 3 health enemy, but I digress. Wolf comes in now. And we'll do this just to kind of block this attack. And somehow, some way, managed to win that round, which is kind of sick. Then we have the option of the elk or the adder. I guess in this instance, we'll take the adder. And here we go into our final round. Look at this, like speed run in this game. I see your child there behind you. It also looks hungry. If you beat me now, we will eat. Well, I think in this instance, I want to take a squirrel, kill the squirrel, bring in a stoat, and then end my turn. I can sacrifice that stoat for either of the two other cards. And just based off of this information, I think it would be helpful to kill my stoats, put my warren in front, then get 2 more of these guys. And I guess right now I'm going to kill 1 rabbit for 1 stoat to deal damage. Also, last round I played well enough that I wasn't losing, so we didn't get to see the knife. But the knife allows you to take damage to your character in order to tip the scale. So right now I'm going to avoid doing that. And I'm also trying to avoid dying, so we're going to sacrifice 2 here to take out this adder. Adder has the ability that this skull and crossbow means whenever he attacks will instantly die, but if he gets hits, he dies. So I'm bringing him out on the hawk. So essentially just get rid of that threat. And really what I want is just enough to attack through. Which this is bad. Can I just hurt myself and hit the floor with this? Ooh. That is enough. That is enough to beat the game. I should have noticed that before. Choose our menu. So will we be eating the starving man or the hungry child? Based off of the dialogue that I was only part reading, I'm assuming this is my child and this is me. Are we going to be eating me? How very noble. Much like the stoat. Yep, I can confirm that implies that we would be eating us. But yeah, no, a very interesting game, a very interesting prototype. As I said before, guys, it was kind of cool just to check out a game that, you know, went on to be expanded exponentially and absolutely blow up as not a AAA title, but an incredibly popular indie title. But unfortunately, guys, that's all the time we got for today. I hope that you did enjoy. As always, this has been your host, TheLostYeti, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.